More!
Lunch break!
Today's episode is brought to you by Squarespace.
If you need a website or a domain,
or an online store,
Make it with Squarespace.
Today we're going to talk about something we've been binging. Tidying Up with Marie Kondo. It's hit Netflix and everyone's going crazy about it.
Very smartly, they released it on January 1st.
It's like a New Year's resolution.
Yep.
Oh, that is smart.
Marie Kondo is best known for her book. Welcome to our lunch break book club, meetings every Thursday.
Jen's reading.
She released this about 4 or 5 years ago, and I knew about it back then. And I wanted to buy it all this time. I just procrastinated.
well, did you know about the book before Ali Wong mentioned it in her special?
Yeah, I did for many years.
Because that's where I learned about Marie Kondo.
Like my mom
Ali
has
Wong.
that book too.
The optimum level of success.
So this book is called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, and it's a bestseller. Her tidying method is the Konmari Method. Basically, it's just encouraging tidying by category. So that's clothes, books, paper, komoro, I think that was
Yeah, Komoro.
miscellaneous,
Komoro,
and then
yeah.
sentimental items. And then it's all about sparking joy and keeping things that make you happy and discarding things that don't.
That make
That's
you-
the general rule.
So I did some homework and watched 2 episodes last night.
Yeah!
They're good.
I've been watching it too. It's very addicting and very therapeutic. Chris, have you seen any stuff?
Unfortunately, I did
I
not.
feel like it's a little bit of guilt when watching it. It's like you look around your space while
While you're watching it.
like, God.
I like freaking love Marie, or Mari, but she's so cute. And she's like, ding,
So we looked it up and she is 4
Or 7.
4'7".
7?
I always thought like they were big, the other people.
Yeah. So I'll be honest, like, show review, I don't think it's like the best format for her, maybe. Her personality doesn't really fit this like American reality. Like, I think they're trying to be like Queer Eye, like very energetic and like fun.
Yeah.
But I feel like she's more calm.
Like the show should be built around her style or her
Yes.
motto.
Yeah, I
Well,
feel
is
like
it her
it's-
first like show?
First, like American thing. I feel like that's why it's such a big phenomenon. Like a lot of people who didn't know about this book, they suddenly know about her.
Yeah.
I think it should be more focused on her versus the clients, maybe.
Yeah,
Because it's really focused on like the drama of like, we don't get along. Oh, it's ruining our marriage.
I can't give up these things. I think it's really cool to see like there is a clear like culture difference there where in the
Yeah.
Japanese culture it's like they have a huge population and not a lot of space.
Yeah.
So they have to be minimalist. In contrast to America where there's so much space and you're brought up with the American dream of just like owning anything you want.
And then you end up
Yeah.
hoarding and you don't realize it.
Yeah. They're complete opposite like things and it's cool to see like a balance come through that.
It's very much built on like the Shinto, like the folk about kami, about spirit, and like the way she greets. I'm assuming.
This is the research Chris did.
Yeah, I'm assuming. I didn't watch the show. Greeting it like as if it's everything has a living like component to it and there's a spirit.
So the overall theme is, do these objects bring you joy? And if they don't, then you should get rid of it.
Spark joy.
Spark joy.
Spark joy.
Yeah.
A lot of memes from that too.
Hold up your friend. Do they spark joy? If not, you know what to do.
Breaking away from the show a bit, do you feel like you need a little tidying up or decluttering in your life?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
The clutter's encompassed in my room.
Do you have a lot of clothes?
I have a lot of clothes. I think I'm good at hiding it. Like I stack and stuff. Like it's like behind my clothes, there's more piles.
So you
I-
essentially just have like bins and bins and bins of clothes, but then on the front it just looks really cool.
Yeah, that's what she talks about. We have a lot of good methods of hiding things, like getting cool storage bins and like stuff.
Oh.
But because it's not visible, we never touch it. I think that's my problem. I have so many things that are not clear to my eye to like grab.
Like you haven't seen it, and you always like
forget
you
I
always
have it.
like go through the same wardrobe
Yes.
over and over again. It's like, oh,
I'll find it one day when I'm looking for something, and I was like, oh, I forgot about this.
I'm sorry.
I stored it better.
I do want to try her method and try out that like clothes mountain. I'm scared to see what it will look like.
Sometimes I'm impressed with the people that before they pull out their clothes, I'm like, that looks fine.
Yeah, right.
They're on hangers.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
pretty good.
Like not on the floor.
That's do you have a lot of clothes?
I have a lot of just like free t-shirts that I've gotten throughout like events or
those.
clubs and orgs. I feel like those add up. So I just like, I wear t-shirts a lot, but I don't feel like I have a lot of clothes. But then like I also have memories associated with those like different shirts.
That's my problem too.
Yeah,
I
so
have
then
a
I hang
lot
on
of
to them.
all the shirts that are like orgs or like a band or I got
Yeah.
at a concert.
Yeah.
They don't fit. They have sentimental value.
Yeah.
and they're just in a drawer at my parents' house. So that helps if you have another room, just to leave it there.
I mean, I went through this whole tidying up. I made that realization. It's like, oh, it's okay to just get rid of it. Probably an hour from after I throw it away or donate it, I won't even remember what I donated. I used to also like collect a lot of T-shirts.
You have a lot of Wong Fu t-shirts.
Yeah.
Don't discard them.
You still wear everything before us t-shirt,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is great.
But it's just like from like college or high school, when you realize you can't wear them, it's just taking up shelf space, so it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
One of the people in one of the episodes talked about that, how like they're keeping clothes in case
They lose weight.
lose
Yeah,
weight.
that's true.
And I was like, I do that. I have like clothes that I'm like, maybe, that's
One
my
day.
body goals. I might need those pants again. I might be at 32.
You see, I have a similar problem because like getting clothes as a gift is very common. And around Christmas, you're probably gonna get winter clothes.
Oh yeah.
Right? So I have a lot of like hoodies that are still like just brand new because it just doesn't get that cold in California.
Yeah, like in California.
Actually, the gifting thing. I just read something and I was like, I do that. Because she was talking about how she has a younger sister and she would always go to her room and be like, hey, you want this? I'm trying to get rid of it. And like, it's like sister gifting. She'd be like, yeah, I guess, I'll take it. And then she had a client who was a younger sister. Like she got rid of like 2/3 of her wardrobe and she felt so much happier. She was like, why are you so happy? It's like, oh, those clothes are my sister's. She gave them to me. I don't like them. It's not my style. And I was like, oh my God, I do that. Because it's an easy way to like get rid of stuff or like, yeah.
Do you guys fold your clothes?
What does that mean?
You know how she folds them, right?
Yeah.
And like you can see all the clothes you have in a drawer when you open it.
I think it's better that way because you actually know what shirts.
What you
'cause
have.
When you fold it, but you put it like stacked, you only touch the top 3, and then you don't remember what's at the
So
bottom.
what do you do?
Oh no, I still do that method, but I might start adopting her method.
I think I want to try her method. I feel like it is efficient in like grabbing what you need. Like a filing cabinet. Like boop, 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 boop. We can show her folding method. She's like fold in half. Then it's always fold in like thirds.
I do my towels
then
like
you
this now,
stick
just
it
because
up.
it looks better.
I do towels that way.
It's supposed to stand up on its own.
I always had trouble folding in thirds.
You can't gauge it, right?
It's always a little off. I try to fold, but maintaining the folds
Yes.
is very hard.
Oh.
Very hard. Like that takes so much time.
You guys hoard other stuff, if not clothes.
I used to hoard books.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
one I didn't relate to.
Yes.
It was like,
Like,
they have so many
I know.
books.
Like I love reading, but I've diminished my pile over the years.
A lot of it was just like books from a different age, like like middle school or elementary books. But I was just keeping it because maybe I could keep it like at home. But then I realized I don't need it.
Collecting dust.
I just don't need it.
I definitely have boxes of like old high school spirals. Mainly
Oh, yeah, yeah,
because I was kind of proud
You
of my notes.
You took notes?
Math notes.
What do you mean, like
It
how
was
you wrote
clean.
them? Oh, I want to see this.
I still have some tests too. I don't know why.
See, I have the notebooks too because like there's those few pages at the end that
Oh.
are still blank, and I'm like, one day I might need these extra pages. I have that problem. I have a lot of just like loose paper. It's like I feel bad throwing away like perfectly good paper.
Out of sight, out of mind. Yeah, I have that too.
Just rip it out. It's your scrap paper.
Yeah.
You don't need the notebook.
And then what if I need those formulas later? Like
When?
my teachers told me one day you're gonna need these formulas. So like.
Okay, I guess I hoard old notebooks too.
Ah.
And I'm like, wow, my handwriting was so much better back then.
Do your parents have like hoarding issues?
Ooh.
Or cluttering issues? My mom
Yeah.
definitely needs to watch this. Read this
Calling
book.
her out.
Calling you out, mom. You know.
The thing is, if I gave my mom this book, it would just go on the pile of the feng shui books that she has not read yet.
It's always like sad when it's like they're sentimental about your childhood.
Right?
Yeah,
But
there's like
you,
your baby.
you have
Oh, yeah.
no.
They're hoarding for you.
You don't care about it,
Yeah,
right?
it's
That's
like,
true.
Oh, like, these are your baby toys. You don't like them? I was like, no. Oh, that's so sweet.
It's like,
That's very
oh yeah,
sweet.
grandma knit that for you.
Yeah.
You should keep it for your kids one day. That happens a lot.
I have that. There's definitely some toys that my parents gave away without consulting me, and I got really
Oh,
upset.
my dad gave away an N64 too, and like
Oh.
it was like a thing. Oh, like because their family's going through like hardships and blah blah blah, and they wanted some happiness, and I was like, but N64. So, yeah, they never-
happiness, Dad.
But my mom always gives away random stuff that I leave at my childhood home because I don't have space here.
Oh.
So it's kind of my storage, extra
Yeah.
storage, right? And my mom was like, well, you're not touching it, it's here, that means you don't need it. So they automatically think donate.
Oh.
Yeah, we had a whole bin of toys. Garage sale. $10. Gone.
Wait,
$10.
whole box.
Power
Wait, the whole
Rangers.
box for 10?
The whole box for 10.
Whole box.
Whole box.
Brothers
No.
were also upset.
My brother's toys were in there
I'd be
too.
so
Turned into a parts box.
So from then on, like we kept things like separated, like very just like, don't, these aren't going anywhere.
Lego.
There's probably a bunch of kids that are losing toys like this
Yeah.
month because of this show.
Hide them.
That's the one thing she said to not do. Like, don't touch other people's
Other
stuff.
people.
Let them
Yeah.
do their own personal cleaning.
My dad didn't care. My dad's just your room is messy. I'm not walking into your room. My mom would be like, yeah, just clean it up as best as you can. They never clean up for me and my brother. It was just I had to do it. And then there are times like, for instance, like, oh, I'm gonna donate this old like game console. But they would be more hesitant, like, are you sure you want to donate that? Are you sure you want
So
to
they
donate
ask you for consent,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's all we asked for. That's all we wanted.
Just consent. Just consent.
I recently donated a crap ton of all our VHS
Ah, yeah.
tapes.
We still have VHS.
Ooh,
We had a
us
box.
too.
It was heavy.
We have VHS, but the cases don't match with
We had. What's funny is
we
we
gotta
still.
reorganize.
Ooh, yay mess! Happy mess.
Oh, what's funny is my mom kept all the cases, so it was taking up space elsewhere, and then
Just
when it's
empty.
combined, then it's just two spaces are cleaned out at once.
I would keep the cases too. Because I'm like, ooh, this could be a DIY. Ooh, that's my problem. DIY hoarding. Because sometimes,
DIY hoarding?
yeah, sometimes I'll get like, let's say you finish your wrapping paper and you get like that tube, right? I'm
Oh.
like, ooh, I can use this for something. So
Oh.
I have a pile of like random papers and like
That's
weird
what
things.
I have now. I have the gift bags.
Yeah,
And
that
it's like,
too.
oh yeah, I got this from White Elephant. I'm gonna use it for something else next
Well,
year.
all you guys have that.
Those are
The
good.
shopping bags, that drawer full of
Yeah.
shopping bags, right?
Oh,
We
that's
have a
where we
whole
got
pile over
We
there.
are hoarding plastic bags.
Yeah.
We should do this at the office. Yeah.
We did like one intense cleaning session. Do you remember? That was a
Yeah,
few years ago.
that was a while ago.
And we threw away all those sauce packets.
Oh, the sauce pack.
Yeah.
That was
That's a
very-
good thing though, right?
Yeah, that was good. That was
It's like,
good.
does this sauce packet bring you joy?
So there's definitely a lot of work that we have to do here and in our personal lives as well. So thank you again to Squarespace for sponsoring this video.
Yeah, be sure to check them out. They have award-winning 24/7 customer service.
And award-winning templates. You can set up a domain or start an online store. Not to mention, we created our website with Squarespace and it provides marketing tools and analytics, which have been really helpful.
You can get a 10% off discount your next purchase at squarespace.com/wongfu.
See you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.